Hello! What's up, guys? Can everybody hear me okay? Does everything sound proper? I don't know how many people are even in here, but if anybody who's in here, can you hear me? Does it sound good? How's it look? Sorry, I know we're like repeating the window. Let me open up our. Oh no, we're not using Resolve yet. Sorry. Yeah, sounds good. Hello, Gillian? Gillian, I hope it's how you say that. Not sure if I remember seeing you in here before, but maybe. I'm forgetful sometimes. Okay, cool. We're actually starting with Affinity today. Where is Affinity? Here it is. So Affinity Designer. This is a little different. The other times that I've done this, that I've done these editing streams, we're always in DaVinci Resolve editing videos. But today, we're gonna start here. There we go. Give it a second. Affinity is a little bit. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Affinity can be a little bit slow when it first starts up. Hey, Logan, what's up? What's up? So the reason we're here in Affinity is because we're making a thumbnail. You can probably see Izai running around behind me. She's actually getting ready to head out. She's not going to be in here with me today, or she might be later, but because her and her mom are going right now to get her mom her second dose of the vaccine. So me and Izai still aren't vaccinated. We haven't been able to, but her mom, because she's older, is able to get vaccinated already. There are some walk-in areas here where you can go and get vaccinated, but when we went, they were giving Sinovac, which it's okay, but I would rather get like Pfizer or Moderna because apparently United States does not recognize Sinovac, so I'll have to get I will have to like revaccinate in America if I don't just get Pfizer here or Moderna or something like that. So yeah, just waiting until I can find somewhere to walk in for that. You guys are all Pfizer? Pfizer gang, man. I'm jealous, dude. Pfizer's like the cool kids, huh? Like if you got Pfizer, you're one of the cool kids. If you got Sinovac, you're like, well, not accepted by places like America. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. So we are um making a thumbnail right now. So we're making a thumbnail for. Oh, that's pictures to edit. We need the already edited pictures. Though Izai doesn't always like my already edited pictures because she likes to go through and edit them even more. But we're making a thumbnail for Hot Spring that we went to recently. That video is obviously not out yet. That's why we need to make a thumbnail. I just finished editing it this morning. It's the next video. So I'm gonna walk you through how we make a thumbnail here at We Wonder. It's not like I had a choice though. It was just special, the special of the day when I got it. Yeah, that's how it is here a lot of times too. Like they do have Pfizer for sure, but they had run out recently. So that's why it's been a lot of Sinovac everywhere. They have like a ton of Sinovac, but limited supplies on Pfizer and Moderna when it's here. Okay, let's look through our pictures. Oh gosh, hopefully YouTube doesn't demonetize me for that. God dang, Izan. Okay, we need to pick one for the thumbnail. We're not gonna do one of those first two because they're fine, right? It's not that big a deal. But YouTube might not like it. That's pretty nice. Basically, what we're looking for is probably either one or two pictures, two that we could like put together. So normally, you might have noticed before, the way the thumbnails normally work is Izai's in the beautiful location and either she's already there or we cut her out from another area and put her in the location, like actually doing something there. And then maybe I'll be in the side, like, whoa, oh my God. And then we do text. Um, but actually, we've been doing a lot less text recently. What do you guys think? Have you even noticed that we don't use text nearly as much on our thumbnails now for the past like 3 weeks, maybe a month. Have you noticed that? Does it feel different to you or it doesn't really matter? Okay. Okay. See, like these are nice pictures. This could be a good thumbnail. I can't believe this is in the Philippines. The I can't believe this is in the Philippines look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what you gotta show them. Okay. So these are great pictures, and I could see these being used as a thumbnail because they're so clear. They've got a good face. Um, but it's not normally how we do our thumbnails. We want to show a little bit of the place. So other YouTubers may have used those for thumbnails. This could be used for thumbnails as well by some people because, you know, you know why, right? But when we've done thumbnails using this sort of thing before, we get demonetized. So I'm thinking more somewhere around here. Because we've got this beautiful place down here. Like, look at this. Now we're getting into like beauty. Beautiful area. We just gotta find the right one. Okay, and then there's the waterfall. So there's two spots at this spot. There's the hot spring and there's the waterfall. So I'm thinking maybe cutting them together, but that can look ugly sometimes. Yeah, it is a cool spot, Logan. Actually, Logan, this is the spot we were talking about in Katmon, the hot springs that we said we were wanting to go to for a long time, but we didn't go because we thought our GoPro wouldn't do it justice. So this is the one that we were waiting for the new GoPro to be able to go to. And man, was it worth it. There's a little bit of controversy with this spot actually that we'll talk about. You'll see it in the video. That is blurry. Why delete that? Why did I edit that? I don't know. I like these down here, but I'm wondering if maybe having one from up here is better. Yeah. So we don't want Iza to take up too much of the screen if we're gonna make her half the thumbnail. Oh, cool. Yeah, seems to be lower lighting too. So the old GoPro would have been a mess. Yeah, it still is. I mean, the new one was a lot better, but even my GH5 is, as well, which is notoriously bad in low light, and the GoPro, because no GoPro is good at low light, but the old one definitely worse. Thankfully, we were able to pull it out. Uh, oh yeah, it was worth it. So pretty. Yeah, it's beautiful. Your GF has an amazing tail. I'm sure she would appreciate that. She's been doing a lot of workouts recently. Okay, I know we're just looking through pictures, guys, but this is kind of what you do when you make a thumbnail. You really want to think this through. Because thumbnails are serious. Pops a little red crown? That's weird, bro. uh, Thumbnails are really serious because they're what's gonna get people. That's blurry too. They're what's gonna get people to actually watch the video, so they matter. We could do something with Iza here. I just don't. I don't like it. I'm really thinking somewhere down here because it looks so beautiful. We don't need Iza to be facing us. Where's my moderator at when you need him, bro? Parking unholy, bro. Help me out. See, this isn't bad. Yeah, like Iza looks good here, but it's also showing the spot. I like this picture. Okay, we're bringing this one in. This is 5423. So where's that at? 5423. All right, let's bring this into Affinity. By the way, we do use Affinity to make our thumbnails. I've used many different programs. Affinity is just the one that I like the best for what I like to do. If you've never heard of this, Affinity Designer is specifically the one I'm using. There's Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo. And Affinity Designer is basically like what is it? Adobe Illustrator. So it's less of a Photoshop and more of an Illustrator. So a little more for like graphic design, which is good for thumbnails, I think personally. So, gonna be real, I found your channel through the Convention Reviews channel. You're the reason I went to Anime Midwest this year. They had Anime Midwest this year? I'm surprised. I thought conventions were still closed. I guess there's no COVID in America anymore, huh? Did you like it? Anime Midwest is such a controversial con now. I'm not sure if I'll even be allowed to go back because of the owner. But man, we loved that convention. It's just too bad about. It's too bad when like an owner of a place uh kind of ruins something, or staff of a place. That's actually something with this place that will get talked about in the video. Wait, what happened? Oh, you don't know? I don't want to make accusations here. You should just look up Ryan Koff, the owner of Anime Midwest, and just read about him. I don't know what's true or not. I don't like uh because I just don't know. I wasn't involved in anything. For me it's always just been a con, but that con's kind of been canceled by so many people, and even for me to go back, I would probably get in trouble for because I like that con. I know I'm gonna say good things about it if I go back, and people will be mad. Just look up Ryan Koff, look up Anime Midwest owner. There's some like sexual accusations and just like power hungry stuff. Maybe okay, so we've already got Izai in one picture. So to put her in two, we don't really need to. But I don't love any of the pictures I got of this waterfall. There was some stuff happening here. You'll see when the video comes out. We'll try this one. I think I can move it around to look how I want. It's a little bit blurry, but the thing is, things don't have to be totally sharp in a thumbnail because you're gonna shrink it down anyway. So this is 5431, the first one. Let's pull it in here. And then I can start showing you how we actually make the thumbnail. Because there's a lot of little tricks that I use. I don't know, our thumbnails have changed a lot over the years, so basically these are layers. If you've never worked with layers before, the one that's on top is the one that shows on top here as well. So we're gonna actually drop this one down below, move this one over, the waterfall's here. Okay, let's go ahead and crop Izai. The thing is about thumbnails, Izai might just end up absolutely hating my thumbnail anyway. So it doesn't really matter what I make because Izai's the final decision. When she comes back, she'll look at it and be like, it's terrible. That's pretty much what happens every time. Hold on a second, guys. My cat wants in. Give me just a sec. Hello from France. What's up? Come on. Come on. Okay. Never mind. Apparently she doesn't want in. This one cat we have has just lost her mind. She's crazy. Ever since Izai's mom came and started living here, this cat has gone crazy. Okay, I want to actually increase the size. Oh, is that the wrong? Oh, we're on the crop. My bad. Okay. I want to increase the size on this a little bit. Because remember, with thumbnails, it's gonna get small, right? You're gonna see it like this. Mm-hmm. Izai actually really hates the two images in one, like where you have a border in between. So, I don't know. We could try to just. Here, let's try to cut Izai out. Let me see this again. That's complicated. What I'm thinking of is too complicated for this. But let's still cut Izai out here. We're gonna need it for later anyway. So I'll show you guys how this works in Affinity. So we're gonna go up here to the top where I've got Divinity, not Divinity, Affinity, Designer Persona, and then you have Pixel Persona. We're gonna go to the Pixel Persona, turn off the waterfall image, and now we're just looking at Izai here. we're gonna get the paint, no, not the paintbrush tool. We're gonna get the selection tool, selection brush tool, and we're just gonna start selecting Izai. And this is not gonna be perfect because it's dark. This is a dark scene. So it's gonna have some trouble. It's not perfect. We're gonna clean it up. And I don't go all the way in on cleaning this stuff up because in small thumbnails, guys, it doesn't really matter. You can go crazy with it, but it's not really gonna matter when it becomes super small. So I'm actually just gonna leave extra around Izai and just probably clean the whole thing up. This side's alright. It's a little choppy though. We'll smooth that out. Okay, so all of Izai has been selected. And now, oh, this little part. Now we just click this button down here, mask layer. So now we've masked Izai. And we're going to press escape to get rid of the, what is it? The like mask that's on her. And then go down to the paintbrush tool. This is super cool about Affinity. Increase our size here. So when you're in this tool, on the white, you bring stuff back. On the black, you get rid of things. So we're going to actually bring back just a little bit here because some of Izai's hair was cut off. Like, this isn't perfect. Sometimes it's a lot better than this. It's because it's such a dark scene. It can't do it very well. So we're going to have to go through and clean up pretty much the whole thing by ourselves, by hand. So I like to start at the top and just work my way around. So the thing about doing something like this is, something that I used to get caught up on is that it doesn't need to be perfect. And you'll see why we're doing this in a bit. I'm actually not getting rid of the first picture. But we're just trying to put like a border around Izai to make her pop a little more. We can cut some of her hair off there. The thing is, if it's gonna not be perfect, then it's better to cut in a little bit than to leave extra. Like, you don't want to leave this blackness here. It'd be better to kind of cut into her face, just a tiny, 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 tiny bit. It'll look better in the end product. So this can be, if you're like a perfectionist, this can be really aggravating. What's up, Justin? How are you? I just noticed you're in here. Justin, did you go to Anime Midwest this year, or do you not support Midwest anymore? They were just talking about it a little bit ago, saying that they went because of my channel this year. And I was asking, like, I didn't know that it was still happening. What's going on with Anime Midwest? And it's unfortunate, man, because I really like that con. It's unfortunate about just, everything with the owner. So on this part, this is totally just me being a perfectionist. You don't need to do this. It cut it just fine, but I like to go through and just soften these little jagged edges up a little bit. Because to me, it looks a little bit better. I don't support Midwest. I'm going to Otakon instead. Are they the same weekend? Or you mean you're just like spending your money there instead? Power cons now. Everything's back to normal in United States with COVID. It's crazy, man. I still can't even like leave this island. That's cool. I really would love to go to Otakon though. Otakon reminds me of Deja Vidit. Does she still make videos? I'm not really sure. Oh, by the way, I did get a new computer, so those who are fans of convention reviews, me and Dakota might finally be able to make the sort of podcast we were trying to make before. US is opening up. Things are going back to normal, huh? Guess a lot of people are getting vaccinated. That's good. That's good to hear. So this sort of stuff down here where she's in the water, this is rough. This isn't gonna look perfect, alright? It's not gonna look perfect, guys. It's just how it is. We're just gonna cut to the water, like where the water line is. And it's not gonna be perfect. But you know what? It is what it is. Guys are getting way closer view on this part of Izai than probably should, but we're just gonna go quick through this part. Nothing really to see here. Just cutting nice and quickly. Oh, wait. What's happening here? Oh, okay, that's not in the water. There we go. Sorry if you can hear my cat outside. Can you guys hear my cat? Because I'm using RTX's voice, so I don't know if it's like stopping you from being able to hear her or not. Otakon, DragonCon, AWA, Holiday Matsuri. Dude, sounds awesome. Sounds like you're really breaking out of the Midwest, huh? Guys, Izai cannot hear about this, huh? Look, it's for the thumbnail, okay? I guess I didn't think this thumbnail creation through. Does this look good? Just kind of cut around this. It's really difficult when it's this dark, like to get it perfect. Ugh, I can't even tell if that's her hair or what that is. I guess that's just the background there. So we'll just cut in like this. It doesn't matter, I guess. When it's this dark, it's not gonna matter because if I can't tell, you're not gonna be able to tell when it's a tiny thumbnail, right? Just cut her string out there. Doesn't really matter. This is the most like time consuming part of making thumbnail is masking like this. It's a lot easier if it's a lot easier if it's brighter and the selection tool can select more. Like look at this. We're just looking at basically dark grainy. Like try to guess where Izai is. Holy crap. This is literally one of the darkest images I've ever used. It kind of looks like her back got cut off. This might look... Well, okay, we'll try it out. And then we'll see how it looks. And if it looks like her back's cut in half, then I'll have to edit around on this part. I think it's because this. Yeah, bring that more in so we can see that. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll read the chat in just a sec. I'm not ignoring you. I just want to... Let's just get through this mask part really quick here. Get it done with. Okay, here we go. There's the end. Okay, we did it. Sharon? What is that? I don't know how to say that name. Cheyenne. Cheyenne Frontier Days is on this weekend. It's a week-long rodeo concert fair in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Sounds fun. Yeah, where we have NBA Finals tonight, and they're cramming 18,000 people into the arena. So yeah, many consider us totally open. I'd say 95% open. I'm telling. Yeah, I'm only doing 4 Midwest cons in 2022. The other 6 are East and West Coast. What's up, Kevin? Sound Mixer? Thanks for coming in. So she turned, so can't really cut her back. She's turned, so can't really cut her back. Cody, you got a backup in case you mess up. Runs. What? We're good. Oh shoot, I still need to cut in there. Okay, well let's get rid of this excess here. We are actually gonna edit a video today as well. I just thought this would be fun to show you the thumbnail process first. And then you got this video is not even uploaded to members yet. I just rendered it this morning. I would have normally been uploading to members right now, but I don't want to take up my internet because I'm trying to stream. My cat is still. She's just out there screaming at the door, but if I open it, she won't come in. I guarantee you she won't come in. Let me just clean up this and I'll try to let her in again. So annoying. Guys, having 10 cats, like, it's not as bad as you would think, but God, they can be really annoying sometimes. Okay, let me try to let her in just a sec. Lola, come on. Come on. Come on. Lola, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sorry, guys. That specific cat is just crazy. Anyway, let's get back to it. uh, this is a good opportunity for me to say thank you. Your videos on this channel and the Convention Reviews channel really helped me get through quarantine. They brought me joy in a dark time. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. No, Cody, 10 cats is bad. I've been there before and half of them lived outside, and that was bad enough. Actually, if we count the cats that live outside here, we have closer to 20, like 18 or 20. We can't wait to see you when you come back to the States. Man, isn't it sad? Like, the original plan was to go back. Now, for people who love my only the We Wonder videos, it's not sad for them. But the plan was originally, well, maybe it is sad because we were gonna go back. Izai was going to experience Christmas in United States with my family, like how we always did it. And then we were gonna do some reunion conventions for the Convention Reviews channel and bring Izai, so get her reaction to that sort of stuff. Like we were basically gonna be showing Izai all the like American stuff that, you guys know if you're in America. So that would have been cool on the We Wonder channel and then on the Convention Reviews channel to have like reunion cons, get the whole crew back together. By the way, anyone who watches the Convention Reviews channel, Drew wrote on one of my newest videos talking about possibly coming here someday. And if he does, obviously, gonna vlog with Drew again here. I haven't actually spoken to Drew in so long. Sorry to those of you who have no idea who I'm talking about. I ran this other channel for like 4 or 5 years, so there's a lot of people who, were really invested in that content over there. But yeah. Okay, let's just finish cleaning this up and then I'll show you what the point in all this was. And hopefully it's gonna look good. Thumbnails are so aggravating because you can go to so much work and then you look at it at the end and you're like, it's terrible. Okay, so we've got Izai cut out here. Let's switch back. We're gonna actually, I should have done this before, but we're going to duplicate the original, put it underneath, and then I actually want to delete the mask off of the duplicated version. So there. So now we've got the mask, and we've got, like right now you can't tell any difference, right? Like what was the point in this? Okay, if we crop it first, so we want to crop the top layer because that's where the mask is. So we're gonna bring this down here and over. Yeah, just clean it up like this. I don't like to do you can right click and do crop and rasterize image, but it makes it blurry. I don't know why. And actually on the lower image, let's bring the crop back up a little. I don't know why it's got that white bar there. That's annoying. Okay, here's why we did this. The whole point. It's just to make Izai pop more. So if we click on the effects down here, you can go to outer glow and boop, 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 boop. Now she's glowing. Wow, Izai's true form. Her final form. Oh, no way, too many cats. I mean, we're not the only ones taking care of those other cats that are outside. It's all the neighbors who live in this area are taking care of them. So it's not like we're really like solely responsible for almost 20 cats. And we don't even see them every day, so she would love Holiday Matsuri. I've still never been there. What will Izai's cosplay as? She was talking about Mikasa at some point, I don't know. She's watching One Piece now, so I don't know what. Maybe she'll like somebody from there. Who knows? She had some stuff in mind. Uh, that's the convention I flew to. I would recommend the most. Okay. Oh, Knitband. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Are you using your mouse? Yeah. Yeah, I'm using my mouse. Uh, just bought this mouse. It's not anything special. I don't have a lot of money to buy like a really legit like mouse for editing and gaming and whatever. Just a Logitech mouse. Uh, we need some custom members only emojis. Yeah, I know. I didn't make any because I wasn't sure if the members thing was gonna like, really work out if people were gonna actually join, but I really should look into it now. I just need to find time to make them. Or if anyone wants to work on any custom emojis for us, let me know and maybe we could talk. I have yet to watch your latest video. I can't play it as a background like I do with most videos. I want to watch yours on the big screen. Knitband, thank you so much. You're gonna love it on the big screen now because not yet. It won't be for until the next video, but I'm posting in 4K now. We're just testing it out, see how it works. But the upload times are so long. The Izai's aura, yes. Izai always pops even without the glow. I popped in at the right time. What's up, Pirate King Unholy? Hello, Dio Panganiban? What's up? Cody, I'm computer stupid. I don't know how you're doing these things you're doing. I'm doing them from watching other people on YouTube show me how to do them. I don't know how to do any of this stuff just like out of nowhere. Okay, so we've got that. The next thing we want to do, let's bring our other image back. So we've got these two images here now. How do we make this into a thumbnail that we actually like? Actually, let's add one more thing really quick. So we're gonna open recent here. This is something I made, reaction shots. So here on Affinity, you can do these artboards so you can have multiple things in one project. So you can see all the different reaction shots we have. Izai loves this one. All the different reaction shots that we have that we'll use in thumbnails. The ones that aren't cut out means I haven't used them yet. And I still have to cut them out. But also in here, we have arrows and text and this thing. So this is the one we're taking. Control C to copy that. Come over here, Control V. So this is light rays that I created a long time ago. And I don't want to make them again, so I just keep them in the other one. So make Izai pop even more, but that's a little bit extreme. So we will grab this, press Control and Shift at the same time so that it doesn't change its shape. Shrink that down. What do you think, guys? Does that look good on Izai? Is Izai really popping? Okay, so Izai's popping like crazy. I think this side is pretty much done, other than fixing lighting and color. Now on this side, let's move the waterfall in a little bit here. We've got the waterfall. Now the thing is, you don't want to go too crazy on a thumbnail. So, come on. Let's actually group all this. So we can group these, just press Control, highlight all that, right click it, and or you can press Control G. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I didn't just do that. Here, group. So now that's all one. Wait, what? It didn't group at all. Okay, Control G. There. Now this is all one thing. We can move this how we like. Perfect. And if you still want to mess with the individual pieces, you can just open up the group and edit that stuff, which we will do later. But we've got the group here, so we can decide where we want it. Put it over there a little bit. Izai's gonna hate that I've got the thumbnail, the waterfall. Like, she hates when I have a line here. But what am I supposed to do, guys? There's two individual things here that are both worth going to, right? So I've got to include both in the thumbnail. Like, what do I do? You guys have any ideas? 4K 60 from your GH5. Yeah, baby. 4K 60. What's... Though I'm actually rendering 4K 24 or 23.976, but still. I mean, like the things with your mouse and stuff. what did I do with my mouse? I'm just clicking. Her reaction face to a well done uh, filet mignon. Oh, filet mignon. Yes, glowing. You should just make the waterfall the entire thumbnail, put Izai over it. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, okay. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Let's take Izai out. Remove her from the group. And then let's turn the group, that part off. She's buried right now. Yeah, there she is. So let's put the waterfall below. Bring it in to be the whole thumbnail. I was thinking about this earlier. The only reason I didn't do it earlier is because doesn't it just look kind of weird? I don't know. What do you guys think of how does this look? So she's kind of the one doing the reaction phase. How does this look? Do you like that more than what we were doing? I'll read the comments while it give you a second to. My only comment about the light ray effect is kind of gives off religious vibes. Like Izai isn't the Virgin Mary. Guys, not all light rays mean religion. Come on. It's to make her pop. You really want Izai to pop, guys. Virgin Mary. Maybe that's too small. Let's make it big again. Okay. I like that. You guys seem to like that. Cool. What do you think about should we add text? You guys, you know what? This isn't on me anymore. You guys are helping me design this thumbnail. Gillian said you should shrink her and put her in the waterfall. So this is what I was thinking about earlier. But look, if I make it to where she'd be actual size, I mean, her actual size compared to the waterfall, this is pretty decently big. Like, look at the people up here. So we need her torso to be about the same size. It's too small. And then when you're gonna see the thumbnail like this, right? So it's not practical. So she needs to be big. Okay, you guys are liking it. I'm liking it. Text. Are we thinking text? You might not know this, but it's actually been proven that it's been shown time and time again that arrows in thumbnails increase their click-through rate for some reason. So, and it helps to like kind of point out, oh, there's a waterfall. Did you not see it? I don't know if I like it though. It's kind of ugly. Okay, let's adjust the colors and the lighting, and then we can worry about text. So to do this, I need to turn off my night light. That's probably not going to I don't think that would make any difference for you guys. You shouldn't be able to see that. But I like text in the thumbnail. Go for it. Okay, guys, help me think of text. No more than 4 words. While I'm doing the lighting, no more than 4 words. 3 words, 2 to 3 words is the best. If you get too many words, then you can't read it that well. So here's something you might not know with thumbnails. You gotta kind of overexpose it. And it's annoying. If you're a photo editor, you're gonna be annoyed with how bright you have to make the thumbnail, because when you get it this small, for some reason, it can be hard. Like, you really need it to pop at somebody. So we're gonna start with the background. Let's go ahead and get rid of this group up here if we're not using it. Okay. We've got Izai here, and then we've got the cog there. Okay, so we're going to start with the background. Let's turn off Izai and the cog thing. So to do it on here, like I said, this is Affinity Designer. This is not Affinity Photo. So for editing pictures, color, you can't do any sharpness on here, I don't think. Anything like that, it's not as effective as other places at all, but you do have these options. So there's that at least. So we're going to start with brightness and contrast. Like I said, you want it too bright. You want to go, I'm going to go down a little bit. I'm not going to add any contrast in because we're going to do it with the curves. Let's add in curves here. Just a super, super small, very simple S curve. Anyone who does any color grading probably knows. You just do this to kind of add some contrast into it. That looks a little bit better than just using a contrast slider. So this is already looking a lot more thumbnail-like. It's not exactly overexposed either, so it's pretty much fine. There's some areas up there, but this isn't as bad as what I've had to do in the past on pictures. So I kind of like that. If you guys think I should add more, let me know. Now we've got Izai, who's way underexposed for this shot. Hopefully, we can get her looking good without getting her all grainy. So we're just going to do the same thing here. I'm going to click this middle button right here, and then go to the brightness and contrast. Brighten her up. Izai would love to be brighter. So we're just going to keep brightening her up. That's a bit overexposed for sure. But we're going to fix it. Don't worry. Let's do the curves first. Same thing as we did before. The curves might make her look a little crazy. I don't know. We just want an S curve on here. Get a little bit of contrast. And she's looking a little crazy. We need to try to... Let's try and see if we can fix this with... Where is it? Shadows and highlights. So if we bring the shadows up just a little, see, we're just kind of evening her out. We want contrast, but we also don't want it crazy. I think that's looking okay. I might take her brightness back down just a little. Just a tiny bit. Because when you zoom out, see now look, it doesn't look so crazy. It doesn't look so ridiculously overexposed now on her because it's really small. It looks good, it looks good, looks good. I like text in the thumbnail. Text that is different from the video helps because I sometimes click on a video again thinking it's a new one. Really? Wow, such such waterfall. You think people would click on that? Maybe if we change Izai's face to the Doge meme. The other thing I want to do while I've got my night light off and I can see colors properly, maybe adjust colors here a little bit. I'm gonna want your guys' opinion. Let's start with the color balance. So if we go, ooh, see, we go just a tiny bit more toward blue because the water was brown. But the thing is, it's still an awesome adventure even though it's brown. The thing about a thumbnail is you don't want to lie because then you're clickbaiting, but you don't want to lie, but then you also want to make it enticing. This waterfall is blue sometimes, but it's brown now. You can see down in the bottom down here, it's brown because we went during rainy season. But when you go, it'll probably be blue. So you don't want people to not click it just because they're like, is that brown water at the waterfall? No, thank you. Like, you still want to get them in so they can see how awesome it is. So, we color balanced it a little. Let's see about Izai's color balance. And then there's one more thing that we'll do to try to bring in the blues a little. That's making Izai look pretty green. Izai might not need much color balancing. She's probably fine. Like, that's okay. It doesn't really look like it changed much. You need to pop the green and blue. There's too much brown in this photo. I agree. So here's what we're gonna do. There's many ways that we can do this, but this is one way. Like, I can literally go in saturation. Like, let's look here at the picture. Where is it? Well, yeah, we could saturate it anyway. Where's saturation at? Vibrance, saturation. Am I lost? Are you guys seeing it? Vibrance. That's making the brown. Like, I don't actually know in Designer how to just raise up the greens and the blues. But let's do this really quick. Let's see what you guys think. This is something that I did on our most recent thumbnail as well. So we put this white box, this white rectangle. And then oh, that needs to be below or above. Wait, where? No, it was in the right spot. Yeah, there. Okay, Then we're going to take the gradient tool. And we're going to start down here. Why is it not working? Did I not click it? What's happening? Oh, I didn't have it selected. Okay, okay. Gradient, click the rectangle, and then like this. Then we're going to take the top part. We're going to go over here to the opacity, make it all the way transparent. Then on the bottom part, we're going to make it blue. And then we can kind of adjust this blue in a minute once we mess with this a little bit. Then we're going to take this, bring it down this way. So now, there's still brown over here. There's not a lot that we can do about that unless I can figure out how to bring out the browns out a little bit. Now we've got a lot more blue in the image, which is just proven to get more clicks. It's not even just about waterfalls. Having blue in your image, it gets more clicks. What do you guys think? Now, is that too much? Is this blue too much that I added? We can bring it over here a little bit. There, now it's a little bit smaller. It's just kind of in the background. You're probably not even going to think about it if you didn't know that I just did that. So we've got that blue down there, hopefully counteracting for the brown over here. Let me look through my options really quick, and I think we're going to call it. Let me see if I've got any of these, like just be able to take out a specific color. I don't really, we just don't have enough options in Designer for the colors. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. Let me see what you guys think though. Is it underground? Maybe this is underground or something. No, it's not underground, unfortunately. Waterfall cave. Unfortunately, Izai is wearing brown bathing suit too. You're right, I didn't even think about that. But she's on a different layer. So if I took out the brown in the background, it's not gonna affect her. I don't know. I have trouble captioning my Instagram. Izai does all our Instagram, guys. I do too. Though sometimes she asks me, but I just give her like the dumbest captions. Sometimes she uses it though, and it works out well. Uh, yeah, I like the blue shade. Cool. The blue looks awesome. Looks really cool to me. Maybe make the brown more orange. Orange and blue are complementary. Totally agree. But how to make the brown? I know how to do it in so many other programs. I actually don't know how to make the brown. Obviously not. I'm just trying things at this point. I don't know how to make the brown into blue or into orange on Affinity specifically. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's get some blue going. Jesus. No, I don't think so. You know what, guys? We're just gonna leave it. I think this looks good. We've got a thumbnail. And then we just have to make the title really complementary to this. So I'm making it small like this because this is how you're gonna see the thumbnail. Really small. And it looks really popping. Izai looks great. You can really see her. You've got the blue in the image. If you're seeing this small, you might think that the water's actually blue, which is nice. Then you can clearly see the waterfall. I think it's fine. I don't think it needs text because adding text is going to clutter this up more. We've got a lot going on here. The text would go here, which could help cover that. But it's going to be really small. It's a small area for text. Nah. We're just going with this. All right, let's render this out. Not render it, but to do that, let me turn my nightlight back on before my eyes are bad, guys. I don't want them to get any worse. So we're going to export as PNG, and I export it in only 720p because YouTube, you can't get crazy with YouTube. They can only have like pretty small files for the thumbnails. So this is, what is this place? A soy hot spring. So one of the cool things, let me save this. One of the cool things about Affinity is even when I X out of this, yes, save it. When I save it here to the Affinity projects, sounds like Izai's back, by the way. So it's saved there. Even if I deleted the pictures in here, if I deleted everything that I used, all the elements of that that project on the computer, Affinity saved it. They have it in their own like area. They put versions of it in their own folders, which will take up space. You can clear that eventually. It's not that much though. So even if I delete all this, I still have access to those elements and those parts if I want to go in and use them at some point. You're back. How did it go?
Sinovac.
No Sinovac. Wait, so she couldn't get vaccinated? Really?
Mhm.
When does she have to come back?
We don't know yet.
Do they have Pfizer?
No, it's AstraZeneca.
Oh, AstraZeneca. Oh. Okay, maybe we'll just chill. Isa, I gotta pee really bad. You want to talk to the chat? You don't want to talk to the chat? Solo was driving me crazy. Yeah, Isa's gotta work. Guys, I've gotta pee really quick. I'm just gonna go back to the starting soon screen, even though I haven't made a like I'll be right back screen yet. And then when I come back, we're doing actual editing in Resolve. Hopefully you guys like this and this thumbnail part was fun. Leave me any questions or anything while I'm in the bathroom so that maybe I can answer them when I get back. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. What's up? Hope everybody's still there. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Just bumped. I just unplugged the cord. If we did not have a UPS, the whole stream would have just cut out. Okay. Let's get into actually editing a video. By the way, guys, I'm thinking of doing this on Wednesdays. Do you like this? Do you enjoy this? Like maybe once a week? It doesn't have to be too serious. It doesn't have to be like I'm teaching you guys everything. Like just hanging out while I'm editing. We can just talk. You can just kind of treat it like a normal stream, just hanging out, but I'm editing. Okay, so we're gonna open up Resolve. If you've watched before, you know that I edit in DaVinci Resolve. So we actually need a new project because all these are done. So the place we're editing is called Terrazas de colores. Yes, I love the chill streams. Perfect. That's great to hear, Pirate King Unholy. Okay, so we got it open. Now, I don't think I showed a lot of this stuff before. I'm trying some different things. So, I'm rendering in 4K now. But the amazing thing about Resolve is that it is um, resolution independent. So I can set my timeline down to 720p, and then we want to set our frame rate correctly, and boom, I can edit in 720p, which is a lot easier on the computer. I can edit in full 4K 60 and it works fine, other than for the GoPro shots. The GoPro codec, the H.265, is really difficult for my computer to be able to handle. And I've been doing a lot of research on this. And I found out that it's just not very, Resolve isn't very good at dealing with H.265 in the free version. It's okay with every other codec. Every other codec seems to be totally fine, great for editing. It's no problem. The computer can totally handle 4K. Like, I built a monster, guys. It's a beast. But it's a Resolve thing that if I really want to be able to edit that smoothly, I'm gonna have to eventually upgrade to DaVinci Resolve Studio, the paid version, which is cool because that'll give me all like a lot more of the effects in here. Like any of this stuff. Actually, I have all these ones. Yeah, any of these that say DaVinci Resolve Studio, it gives me a lot of useful things actually that I could use, but it also allows you to use your GPU to accelerate editing in the timeline. And I have a pretty strong GPU, but right now it doesn't let me accelerate the timeline, only renders. And not it doesn't even use it that much for renders on the free version, which sucks. DaVinci, come on. Like, let me use the GPU I paid for fully. So anyway, eventually, it's like $300 though, so that's why I haven't bought it yet. Eventually, I'll buy the full paid version, and then that's gonna like really up my editing speed. But until then, it's totally fine. It's not a big deal. Always wondered the difference between the free and the paid versions. There's actually become more differences over time. Like it used to not be that different. It was mostly like um collaboration things, like whether you can like share projects with other people that you're working on, like on other machines, stuff like that. But there's slowly been more and more of these like open effects come in, and then the big one for me that I always wanted is yeah, there's like motion trails. I like that one, but also what is it? What's it called? Noise reduction. Yeah, they have a really good noise reduction here built into DaVinci Resolve, but you have to have the paid version. And then also, yeah, the GPU acceleration is really nice. And there's one more thing that's pretty cool. I'll show you. Let me get the footage in and then I can show you it. That you get for the paid version. That is new to DaVinci Resolve 17. Like in DaVinci Resolve 16, I didn't feel a big need to get the paid version. And I still don't feel a huge need. Like I can still edit all the videos that I edited before. Everything you've ever seen me put out was done in the free version. You do not need the paid version. The paid version is a luxury. It's like you've got some extra cash. You want to do this uh full time or whatever. This is what you do, like how I am, and you want to invest back into it. That's what the paid version is. It's not a necessity at all. The free version can do a lot, way more than any free version should probably be able to do. Okay, let's get our footage in here and then I'll show you the other cool thing. Oh, Isa, you want to see the thumbnail? Isa asking for the thumbnail. Hold on, guys. Let's show Isa the thumbnail.
I think I'm working.
You're working? I'm bringing it up already. Let's see what you think. Like I said, they helped me make it. Here, what do you think? Look over here.
Uh,
Huh? Oh no, she hates it. I can tell by her face. There's people there because there were people there.
Maybe you can use the other ones and remove
The other one.
the picture.
You're down there in the bottom. I didn't want you to be duplicated. I told you guys she wasn't gonna like it. Ay, nako. Okay, let's get our footage in here. Uh, yeah, it was a group project, Isa. The group spoke, Isa. They liked it like that. Okay, so I've got a lot of auto hotkeys set up, which I mentioned before. If I press Alt Z, makes all these folders for me immediately. If you want to know how to set up auto hotkeys, YouTube it. So drone footage in here. Look, it even plays drone footage totally fine. It is only the GoPro H2.265. Look at that. Smooth as butter. And when you click on it in here, this is 4K. It's showing me the actual real 4K footage here. So it's not the 720p of the project. Okay, I do want to show you the other cool thing you can do. Let's get it organized first. Also, I just switched last night to using the studio drivers instead of the game ready drivers. So I don't know if they're gonna make a big difference for my editing or not. We'll see. And this goes to GH5. Great group project. Don't worry, the people will be tiny when viewed on YouTube. That's exactly what I was thinking, is that the people are gonna be tiny. You're never gonna see it. People will still click it. Okay, this is the other cool thing that it can do. If I get the paid version eventually. So let me get a clip that's not too long. What is this? Oh, I want something easy. These films a lot longer clips than I normally film. Let's see if it'll work with this one. She's moving a lot on it, but we're gonna drag this in. So it's a GoPro shot, right? Here, actually, we'll just cut that first part out to make it easy for it. So it's a GoPro shot, which means it's really wide. Like, it's fisheye effect, which a lot of people hate on the GoPro. But check it out. They have lens correction built in. Boom! Fixing it up. Actually, it doesn't look so good on this shot. But I've tested it on other ones where it looks awesome. It doesn't work for everything, but yeah. So they have lens correction to make it look less fisheye. I mean, actually, it's not like it looks terrible. But see, if I rendered it out now, it would have the big DaVinci Resolve Studio thing on there, so I can't use it. And there's a lot of cool stuff to have. Okay, but if it gets less views, you won't even know how much it would have gotten otherwise. There's no way to know. I like it better than most of Cody's initial thumbnails before my intervention? What is this? Hold on. The last, like, how many thumbnails I made with no intervention? This is bull. Makes it look like ultra-wide lens. Exactly, yeah. It looks like an ultra-wide lens, but without the fisheye. It's kind of cool. It's a neat effect that you can do. I might use it sometimes. I don't know if I'd use it all the time, but maybe sometimes. All right, let's just get into this. Okay, so we intervened for you. He was going to put... Yeah, I was gonna put two photos side by side. One in the hot spring and one of the falls. And I mentioned how you hate when I have photos side by side, and they're like, nah, dude, don't do it. Yeah, you guys saved me. I would have been going back and remaking the thumbnail right now. Alright, let's get started here. Maayong Buntag Wanderers, the last few trips that we've done were a bit more adventurous, so we thought today we'll do something that's a little more accessible. This place is actually super cool. We thought we were just going to some small garden, and this became one of my favorite spots in like the Trans Central Highway and like the Cebu City area. I absolutely love this place. I hope this video will get views because it just opened back up, and I want people to know it's open and how cool it really is because I had no idea. A little more accessible. I think that's what we're gonna try to do moving. I think that's what. I think that's what we're gonna try to. Oh, actually, I just remember I've started editing a little bit differently now, guys. So I'm trying to make a few videos at least where I do a completely raw version. So I uploaded one of those for all members. If you're a member and you haven't watched that, like at any level, it's available to you to watch. They won't always be, but I just wanted to get as many opinions as possible. Like 20-minute long, raw, without there was a tiny bit of music on the drone shots. I couldn't get them to look good. I'm gonna have to worry about work on that again later. So I'm editing a bit differently now. So I'm not gonna do as many cuts here initially. We're just getting the footage in, getting it lined up properly, and then I'll render that all out for like a raw version. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. If you guys have any ideas what I should do with that, I've been thinking of making those raw versions like an extra for the members. I don't know if I would change the tiers of membership or not. I'm still thinking about it. I also considered making it another channel. I then also considered uploading raw videos to Facebook instead. That was kind of a thought. But I don't want to cannibalize the channel. Like, because it wouldn't matter, but this is the only place I have that's able to be monetized. And right now we're still trying to like build up, to make enough money on our channel to be able to like travel more full time and do all the things we want. So splitting it like that wouldn't really make sense right now. That's why I kind of thought of it for like a membership option. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get through this clip and I'll read these chats. But yeah, so I'm not gonna be editing nearly as deeply on this one. Next week I'll try to leave something up so you can see the end of my editing process instead of the beginning because we keep doing the beginning. Accessible. I think that's what we're gonna try to do moving forward is do like a few trips that are adventurous and then do something that's more for everybody, for those who don't necessarily want to like go through we'll cut out still some of these that are adventurous and then do something that's more for everybody, for those who don't necessarily want to like go through difficult treks to be able to arrive at the destination. So that's what we're doing today. You will see our it's being a little skippy. Oh, I like to close this one, and then I also to make the playback just a little bit better until I can buy the Resolve Studio. Oh, no, I clicked the wrong thing. Wait, not render cache. Timeline proxy mode. We just go half resolution. We will see our destination in just a moment, but we are headed back up the Trans Central Highway of Cebu again because there's just so much up there for adventurers or for people who want something a little more accessible. Like, you really cannot beat that area if you're staying in the central part of Cebu. So, let's head out. Before we do that, let me introduce you to this guy. This is John. John Snow is his full name. And he's been living here for like a month now. Check it out. This is one of those cats I was talking about earlier that we have like so many cats living outside. John. Isn't he cute? John.
For adoption.
Hey, buddy. For adoption? Aww. He's so little. Okay. Now we'll go into driving footage, of course. Hypo, hi, Stereo Bytes Gaming. Resolve for me feels like Super Mario in an ice level. Tried to change from Premiere to Resolve for editing, always went back to Premiere. It's just tighter, in my opinion. Man, I totally disagree with you. But, I mean, that's what's cool about editing and creative things. Like, it's what feels best for you. Resolve was difficult for me at first, but I just couldn't go back to Premiere because Premiere just would not run well on my computer. Resolve was running just a bit better. I could actually edit. So I had to just, I spent a lot of time like learning Resolve. And it helps a lot if you change your keyboard shortcuts to match what you had in Premiere. That helps a ton. But yeah, I guess it's up to what you like to do, how you like to work. Maybe just release a few raw ones and see how they do. You mean like publicly? Like, I wouldn't release them on the We Wonder channel because people will definitely get confused. Like, why are there two versions of the same video on this channel? Even if it says one's raw and the other doesn't, they will definitely get confused. Or raw with somewhat minimal music, maybe. Cebu City Last Bow? I don't know what you mean by that. Anyway, let's move on to the driving sections here. Okay, so this one was shot cinematic. He's has been using some cinematic shots sometimes, which is just like our cinematic preset. It's just like a lower frame rate. Oh no, this one isn't cinematic. This is so I can't really use these. Or I can. I've just gotta, so we'll go back to that. Those time warps. If I'm doing the raw video, then I have to use, something with audio. So look, it's looking alright. The GoPro shots, they're not terrible. It's a lot better now that I switched to the studio driver, to be honest. Like, the fact that I can just click around like this and play, this isn't bad at all. This will hold me over till I can, like, get the paid version for sure. I'd love to show you guys how I make my maps at some point too, but I'm actually having difficulty because the website I use to get the map data has been down. I can still make them. I use After Effects to make them, but I need map data to put into After Effects, and that website just isn't working.
We're almost there, Joe. Is it set up now? Yeah, film us going in and everything.
Yeah, in these raw versions, you can kind of hear me talking to Izai, like getting things set up. Look, it's just like playing. It's actually working really well with the studio driver. I'm interested if this is gonna hold out as we get more in here, but this is working well. Look, I can even scrub. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. That guy's bike sounds like it's farting. Oh, it's not his bike. It's the GoPro bouncing on Wonder. So this is when you go into Terraza de Flores. Terrazas de Flores. It's a super incline, a really hard incline. Like, you can even tell on the camera how, like, steep it is. Which you can't always tell. So for the raw version, I'll probably just leave all that in. That'll get cut majorly down later. This is just kind of like a sneak peek for you guys, since I'm just editing a raw version. No, I mean just the raw one instead of the normal edit. Just post the raw? I don't know if I can do that. People would like, I don't know, to go fully raw on an adventure vlog and just post it like that for everyone? Yeah, he's like shaking her head too. I don't know, man. It would be too shocking. Some people really like them. Yeah, it feels lazy almost. I don't know. Um, I was being dear. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. For topic of raw stuff, I will maybe do the video normally, and then when everything is done, just put all the raw stuff. People who want to see it, maybe wanting to relax and just want, or like in the same video, I'm gonna make the videos a lot longer, which YouTube algorithm favors. But the problem with that is YouTube algorithm favors longer videos if you're gonna watch it. Not everyone's gonna want to watch the exact same video they just saw, but now raw, right after just watching it. So most people will click off of that, which is gonna tell YouTube, people aren't getting through this video at all, so they're not gonna recommend it. To me, it makes a lot more sense to like make them part of the members thing. I'm not gonna make a new, like a higher tier. So if you're already a member and you're like, hey, I kind of like the raw videos, but I don't want to like pay more to get it, don't worry about that. I'm just gonna put it in to one of the other tiers that already exists, like an add-on. It's extra to, maybe incentivize even more. People might really want raw videos, and then it's like, oh, well, this is now an option. I didn't really care about the membership before, but this is something cool. Maybe I will check it out. So, yeah, that's kind of the thinking right now. And then just see if people like it and see how that goes.
Also, and
Okay, I think might speak before Izai does because she's saying also. I am still getting used to the 2-camera setup.
also entrance fee is 100 per person, but this is actually consumable. That means that if you pay the 200 pesos, for us, we paid 200 pesos.
Okay, I can't. Let's check on mine. Maybe members video at the lowest tier. So put this at the lowest tier, you think so? I mean, that's what I've always heard is that you should put the most valuable thing at the lowest tier or the second to lowest. So for us, the lowest tier is your name in the credits, which is cool. People do like that, and it does give some recognition, some shout out to like you're helping the channel. You're like it makes you feel like I'm more involved than just the everyday viewer. But our big one was the second highest tier, which is only slightly more expensive than the lowest, which is every video early, which we try to get them out really early, which we've been a lot better at recently. The only reason tomorrow's video isn't out for members yet, it'll be out later today, is because you'll see at the end of that video, we took a long time to film the end of it because some stuff happened. You'll see when that video comes out. So that delayed it. But it's actually technically been done since last week. I just couldn't upload it yet. But yeah, so our second one right now is getting videos early, which we thought is really good incentive because they say you should do the thing people want most at the lowest tier because they are more likely to join the membership or the Patreon or whatever it is. And then once they're in, people are more likely to upgrade later because you're already in. It's like, okay, I see how this works. Maybe I do want this thing that's at a higher tier. Let me go there. So I don't know if I would actually put raw videos at the lowest tier. I might put them in at the second lowest together with early videos because putting it at the lowest, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. What do you guys think? Should it go at the lowest or should it go at the same tier as early videos?
Like if it's an open area, and
Oh yeah, Izai's doing her makeup here. Izai waited. She said she wants to see if the place is even worth putting makeup on for. And then once we're pulling in, she's like, "Oh yeah, it's good. It's good. Hold on."
Ready? Ready? No, over here, over here, over here.
Okay, yeah. So we do me first.
Here, over here, over here.
Oh yeah, this is a raw version first. So let's show Izai putting on that makeup a little bit.
like if it's an open area, and I don't really need to. Why would I need makeup? My makeup will just gonna melt.
Okay.
Maayong buntag, wanderers. We just arrived here at Terrazas de Flores. Here, located here.
Oh yeah, Izai
Flores?
said the wrong barangay here. I need to cut that part out, even for the raw
Oh, there's
one.
more barangays past Busai.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Actually, for the raw one, let's keep that in.
Flores. Here, located here in Busay.
Is it Busai?
I think it is Busay.
I'm not sure.
It is Busay.
You positive?
Yeah, what is?
Oh, there's more barangays past Busai.
Oh really?
Yeah. Of course. Well, we're in some barangay. It's right here. If it was Busai,
It starts with an
then
M. What's the
we would
barangay,
be the
Izai?
winner.
The
We
barangay?
actually
Terrazas de Flores. Okay.
We thought about going to this place for a long time. Like, I actually planned on this place back in 2019. Did you know that?
No.
But I decided on Buwaka ni Alejandra instead, as it was new and it looked exciting. But this place was closed due to COVID until just.
It could be also be something you add to another channel. Last week, when we discussed you having another channel for gaming streams, could also offer raw footage. After some time of members only. Oh, after some time. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a good idea. This is the first idea I've heard that's good for like putting it on another channel. I hadn't thought of this. Put it there after some time. Maybe even like months later, we can go back and upload that. Because the thing is, I don't want to cannibalize our own channel. Like, make people be like, oh, I'm not going to view the original channel because I'll just watch it over here. They come out the same time. But there's no monetization in that other channel. So that would really cannibalize everything we do. But that's not a bad idea. I like that.
Recently. Like, we literally drove by here maybe a month ago and it still said closed. So, So, I don't know when they opened, but they are. First impressions, it looks way bigger than I expected. It looks really nice. And
Next week, I'll have a raw version done for you guys so we can go in and I can show you how I then edit it into the edited version once I have the raw version. Basically, all I do here is I lay out the footage that I'm gonna want in order. And then I do switch it around a little bit. You'll see for those who saw that raw version I posted. It is switched around a little bit. Things get moved around. But I mostly lay it out how I want it. So it's easy to go back and just add in the music, cut the pieces down to fit the music, cut out parts that I don't think are necessary for the story of the vlog, and then do voiceover. Actually, guys, I'm really thinking about trying to set up an arm here, if I can, to hold our mic, the one that I'm using now, because it gets put away and I would love to just have it out here ready so that when I'm editing, I can just switch over here to the Fairlight page right here and just blah, 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 throw the voiceover on it and then hop back here. This is all stuff I couldn't think about before because on the laptop, just switching to the Fairlight page, it'd be like, wait a minute, is it gonna do it? Like, it was a hassle. So I would do all the audio at once, but I might not need to do that now.
and it doesn't look like there's anyone else here. So let's go
And
explore. You excited?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I had no expectations really, and this is already looking awesome.
See, so we're already 3 minutes into this video, and there's gonna be even more talking from Izai now. I would never include this much talking in the beginning of a video on an edited version. So when you see the edited version of this, no way we're getting, almost 4 minutes of talking in the beginning. There's no chance of that happening.
Looking awesome.
Also, entrance fee is 100 per person, but this is actually consumable. That means that if you pay the 200 pesos, for us, we paid 200 pesos. We just have to go to the restaurant and we can consume the 200 pesos. Cool. And also, they
The thing about the raw version is you get to kind of see awkwardness. Boy, where's my water? I don't know where my water's at, guys. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you get to see some awkwardness in the raw version, like how we really are unedited.
provide a map. Where's the map, Cody?
Oh, my pocket. Here, you can show them.
You can cut this part out, Cody.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, they gave us a map, which is this one. And on this map, you can already tell that this place is bigger than how it looks outside. When we went in, actually, we were like, oh my gosh, it's still going. The road is still going. And we're like, this is big. We didn't expect it to be this big.
Okay, it could hold on, sorry. Members video at the lowest tier. Yeah. It could also be something you add to another channel. Oh, okay, I read that one. That's a good idea. It'll incentivize people to join both channels. I think lowest tier because the raw one would really add value. Maybe increase the lowest tier a bit. Oh, increase the price on the lowest tier? I'm not sure if I can. I can't remember. I'd have to check. I think memberships are only by $5 at a time. I'd have to check. If I can increase, I don't know. I don't really want to increase anything on somebody. Like the people who are already subscribed to the lowest tier, I don't want it to be like, hey, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more now. You're getting more, but I don't know. Am I just overthinking it? Second channel, huh? Don't raise it. Yeah. Second channel would probably cannibalize the first one, which is the highest priority now. I completely agree that it will cannibalize unless it's posted like months later. But even still, I don't know. I agree. Okay, here's my only concern. Let me tell you guys, and you can tell me what you think. If I post the raw on the lowest tier, but the early videos are on the second tier, the second highest. So what would I do? Just post the raw one for the early people, I guess? Post it early to the second tier and post the edited one to the second tier, all early. And then when the edited version goes live, switch the raw version from the second tier just down to the first tier. I guess is what I'd have to do because I don't want the raw version to come out early for those on the first tier because then that kind of defeats the purpose of having the second tier. Even though they're not getting the edited version, they're still seeing the adventure. You know what I mean? I guess that's what I'm thinking about here. Why I'm worried it could cannibalize the second tier. But I think that's what I would do. Just release the raw video at the same time as the public release. So don't even... Good reason for people to join the lowest. Maybe decide to raise their level later on to get early videos. That's true. You're already in the lowest. You see the early isn't that much higher. Why not raise it, right? Might be what they could be thinking. Totally agree with that. So yeah, I think you're right. I think the early video comes out to the second tier. Then in a couple of days when that early release turns live and to the public, I also make live the raw version for the lowest tier. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Now we just have to assume that people are actually interested at all in a raw version. I don't know. I mean, I know some people are, and the people who watch this seem to like it, like the other raw one. There were some issues. I've got to work on it to make it actually a really good experience all the way through, but it seemed like people liked the concept.
Like, I actually planned on this place back in 2019. No expectations, really, and this is already looking awesome.
Also, entrance fee.
I want to put this thing in here somewhere so I don't forget it when I'm editing later.
I don't know when they opened, but this place was closed due to COVID until just recently. Like, we literally drove by here maybe a month ago and it still said closed. I don't know when.
We'll just throw that on top of there because it's not like it's in the way, but also that way I'll remember it later when I'm editing because I'm going to want to put that in a different spot. But I don't want to forget
Also,
it. Okay, so we looked through that already. This is the hardest part now, is going back and forth and seeing what's actually the next clip. Oh, I filmed Izai here a little bit. Oh.
some map,
Remember, second track, I mute. So.
which is this one. On this map,
That's kind of cool. You guys like that?
This place is bigger than how.
Cody, love the vlogs, but honestly, you both need to be more adult-like. Might be off base on it, but I think it would work to show more how things are, not just waterfalls. What do you want to see, man? Dude, there's so many vloggers here who talk about like living and life in the Philippines, and we've done a little bit of that stuff. What do you want? Like, do you want another vlogger doing the same thing? Like, yes, there's also vloggers showing waterfalls and things, but most of the things we show, nobody is showing. You know what I mean? That's kind of why we do it. I don't know if I necessarily agree that it's more adult-like, but
Gosh,
whatever
it's
you
still
think.
going. The road is still going. Like, oh my gosh, it's still going. The road is still going.
My
And
channel
we're
is
like,
about
this is big.
exploring lesser known spots.
Yeah, our channel's yeah. Yeah, we're vlogging lesser known spots. I'll watch you grocery shop. Logan, you have watched us grocery shop, right?
And we're like, this is big. We didn't expect it to be this big.
Don't worry, guys. We've got some cool stuff planned. If you want more adult type videos, whatever that means, there's stuff planned, okay? That's all I'm gonna
This
say.
big.
Go ahead.
Bouncing back and forth here. Okay, so that's when Isa's already in the terrace, so I've got a while.
Well, we have a grocery video.
Huh?
We have a grocery video coming.
We do have a grocery video coming, guys. Look out for our most recent grocery trip. That's kind of how I raised my tier. Oh, really? I got from tier 2 to see videos early and noticed I could get commentary videos in tier 3, and so I could get new exclusive videos in tier 4. Awesome, yeah. That's kind of the thought, like get somebody in and then they go up. Also, I would like to make, I just want to mention, I'm probably going to be changing the commentary videos a little. Now that I have a better computer, I should be able to use OBS to do the commentary videos. So on the next one, it might look a little different, hopefully to make it even better. And then with the extra exclusive videos, that's the one tier. I haven't technically failed in that tier. I do put out an exclusive video every month, but I don't always like what I'm putting out. Sometimes it feels like, okay, I just needed to put something out, so let's make this. I want to really focus on what is my extra video for this month going to be. Like, start thinking about it at the beginning of the month. So that's what I'm doing from now on. Start thinking about it at the beginning of the month and looking around for something I can do that is actually really interesting and worth being at that tier for, because I don't want anyone to be at that tier and feel like, these extra videos aren't that great, but it's whatever, I'm just supporting, which might be happening right now. So I want to make you feel like you're really getting something worthwhile. That's sort of the plan moving forward. It's just all so much easier now that I have the new PC. It was hard for me to think about that stuff before because it was like everything I could do just to get the normal videos out because it was so hard to edit on it. This is so much better now. I did also like the grocery video. Okay, you guys might love this future video. It's literally the one after this. There's a grocery video. Or maybe he means you need an OnlyFans. Yeah, you know, I'm definitely thinking about opening my OnlyFans up soon. Just kidding, guys. Adding the raw vlog to the first tier might lead people to step up their tiers like I did. I totally agree. Okay, raw vlogs will go to the first tier. You guys convinced me. So we're editing a first tier video right now. And yeah, you guys get to watch that. And that means I'm gonna have to update my membership thing, which I was wanting to do anyway, so I'll look into that later
Be this big.
after this. This is the thing with these raw vlogs, is like, yeah, it's all about the audio. And I might want to do slightly longer clips, because the thing about the ones I'm editing now is like, these weren't intended to be raw when I filmed them. But now that I know I'm going to be doing this going forward, we'll approach it out a little bit of a different way. Oh, it's good for this. I just realized. Yeah, you hear that in the background? There's copyright music play, which is okay. Because if it's going up as a members video, I typically never monetize my members videos because you're already paying for it. So it's perfect. Uploading, I forgot. Yeah, sometimes when we do things, there is music playing in the background. And I have to put my own music in to cut that crap out so I can monetize it. So putting it on another channel could get that channel copyright strikes. So it makes way more sense to just make it for a members video. It will be fine as a members video. Because it's not public. But I haven't watched the exclusive videos yet, so we'll see if I keep that tier. JK. No, you should go back and watch them. I do think there's some that are pretty interesting. I just don't think every single one of them was a hit. But I want to make sure moving forward that they're better. So even if you do go watch them and you don't like them, just, I don't know, trust me. I'm gonna make them better. It just feels so good, guys. Like having the new PC, it just feels like, gosh, I can finally. I've had these dreams for the channel for so long, like what I want to do with it, and it feels like I can finally start to do those things. And still, we're not totally into it yet. It takes time. Just now got this computer, but we can start moving in that direction. Okay, that's perfect. So even with the raw ones, though, there is some stuff you want to cut out because you don't want it to be so boring. You want people to actually want to see the raw video, you know? See, that's where there's some issues, like switching between the clips like that. But it's fine. Okay, that kind of turning. I'll give it time. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. Not Tony, Anthony. Tell me about copyright music. Filipino singing show. I'm sure you have a really hard time. What's up, Andrew? Thanks for joining. The problem with YouTube membership is there's no real easy way to find all the exclusive videos. In Patreon, you can put them in different categories and it's easy to go through the backlog. Yeah, I've been thinking of moving to Patreon, but now the thing is I'm worried because the membership, I did the membership as a test run to see if anyone's even interested. But then obviously people were interested. I'm worried if I move to Patreon, even keeping all the, like everything the same, is it gonna kind of like all the tiers the same? Are people gonna actually move over? Like, will everyone move over? And I do like that. I really love that you guys can have the little palm trees by your names. I think that's cool. I don't know. There's things I like about membership. That's why on Discord, I've been putting them over here in the members only videos. I'm hopefully this is better. Why is it only showing? Oh, there they are. Maybe I could make more. Like, here's the exclusive videos, here's the commentary videos. Like, do 2 different channels for it. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's what I'm using the Discord to try to make it hopefully easier. Like, on people. I don't know. It's so quiet here. All of this stuff in the edited version is gonna have music over it. Probably chill music. I guess it's easy to find the backlog in the members channel. And maybe it's just me, but I don't think I can find members videos only through my Xbox YouTube app. Anybody know if it's just missing? Oh, it might not be on the app. But even with Patreon, you couldn't do that through the app, right? So Patreon wouldn't even fix that, I wouldn't think. The thing is, the members video, it's like members stuff is still kind of in a beta for YouTube, even though they've had it for a while. YouTube's slow with some of the stuff that they update. Like when they update it. I don't know. Like they're really focusing on shorts. It's all about shorts because TikTok came along and now they're like, oh, forget all of this stuff we were doing. TikTok. It's just kind of aggravating.
Izai. This place is awesome, guys. It's so big. Like, it just feels, what's the word? It feels well done. Feels like they really put the time and the money in to make this place nice.
Oh yeah, Izai, your transition. Izai's doing a transition here, guys. Let's see if we can make it work. It might be weird in the raw version, but we'll try it.
Yeah.
Okay, it needs to start upside down. I need it to play
Put the
smoothly.
time and the money in to make this place nice.
Izai, it's cool! Come look, it's cool.
Time and the money in to make this place nice.
Wow, impressive! Not bad at all. That was pretty cool, Izai. And no, I think this is where drone shots need to happen, actually. You still have more transitions? Oh, really? Okay. I think I have one talking section, and then, yeah, then we have to fly drone shots, and then we'll put the rest in. And I don't totally know what I'm gonna do with drone shots yet. Because for the last raw video I did, people are like, eh. Because I put some sound effects of like a park, basically, and the birds are really going off. Like it probably sounded pretty fake. I just need to find some ambient, like, noise of like a park. I mean, that's what I have, but the birds were going off too much. From California, bro, is it still worth going to Southern Leyte now? Obviously, Southern Leyte didn't just stop being interesting. I mean, it's oh, sorry guys, food's coming in. Thank you. Yeah, Southern Leyte didn't suddenly just stop being interesting and worth going to. It's still, of course, just because it's a pandemic, like, if you can get in. Good morning, Cody. I hope you can have a great day editing. Looks tedious. It's not that bad. It's tedious, but it's alright. Izai is the channel now. That was sick. Yes, Izai's the big takeover is happening. You guys thought that was just a thumbnail and title on that video? Nah, this is her channel now. I'm just the editor she hired and doesn't pay. Izai's been the director of the channel, yeah, for years now.
Guys, Izai's phone is fully insane.
Oh, this is for
We were
after the
flying
drone shots.
drone, and it was at 100% within like 5 minutes. It was at 30%, and then after another 5 minutes, it only went down to 27%. And then she plugged it in to charge, and it's the second she plugged it in, it went from 27 to 33.
Yeah, her phone's crazy.
I don't understand, man. All right, well,
Need new phone.
Yeah, she needs a new
we've
phone.
only explored like not much of this place yet. We're gonna go see the rest of it. I don't know what's gonna happen because there keeps
need
looking
to
like
give
some
me
dark
my
clouds come
salary.
over, but then
I need to give you your salary. What salary?
okay. The weather report
You're an unpaid intern.
this morning are I checked the weather this morning and it's okay. The weather report I checked the weather this morning and it said that we could have rain, so we're being vigilant.
Wait, shouldn't DJI controller charge the phone? Yes, Logan. They updated the DJI Fly app, and now I cannot find the charging, like the option to charge the phone. I still need to look it up. Before we go out this weekend, I'm looking it up to see where they put it. They changed that, and they changed options on like manual exposure control. I didn't know that it was updated till we were already out there, and I'm like, dude, I can't find any of the stuff I need. The app, it was really annoying me. I don't know why they had to change all that. What are you cutting out? I'm not a video editor and no zero. Oh, you mean when we're talking? I just cut out blank spots. I cut out where we repeat things. Actually, I leave more blank stuff in though. Like, see, that's open there. In the final version, a lot of this will be cut out here, like in this beginning. This will have music on it, and then I'll probably cut here and cut out all that blank area. You don't want too much. The thing is, the viewer might not know it because they're not a video editor, but they do get bored sometimes, unless you're a person who loves raw stuff, with areas where there's no speaking, where nothing's really happening, even in a speaking section. So you'll have spaces between like thoughts,
Alright.
kind of like there, like after that laugh, I could cut out that breath back in. I know it's stupid, but when it all adds up, it can bore somebody. Like when you have a lot of that back to back. Just once, it's okay, but are you cutting video out too? Yeah, like it cuts out the audio and the video. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're asking.
I don't know what's gonna happen because
So anyway, we're gonna move this whole section here down because that has to go after the drone shots. We only have one drone flight on this one. So we're gonna move all this way down and just bring all our drone shots in. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut these drone shots down, and then I'm gonna go and eat, and we'll do this again next week. But so if you have anything else you wanna ask it, because after I cut these drone shots down, I'm gonna get off of here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with the audio on these drone shots because I don't have a plan for it right now. You are spot on with the explanation. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm glad you understand. It's just things you learn over time. Like when I watch back on my old videos now, sometimes I cringe a little bit at some of the stuff I would leave in. But the thing about it is, and the reason I think some people like raw videos where that stuff is left in more, is because it does make it feel more natural and more human and more real. I think the reason that people don't like that stuff nowadays is maybe because attention spans aren't too long, and I don't know, people want to go from one thing to the next, so shrink that video down a little bit by cutting out that pointless stuff. But for those who are there for it and who want to watch a longer video like that, then it can make you feel more connected to it somehow because it feels natural, like you're actually there. Because in real life, that stuff wouldn't get cut out. That's kind of why like a raw vlog can work and does work so well for some people. For us, for the most part, it doesn't really work as well. But some people love it. That's why I'm doing this now. And, I guess we're going to make it a membership tier. So, editing the drone shots here, there's no sound in drone shots. If you've never flown a drone, you might not know that. If you've ever been by a drone, you'll know why there's no point in any sound, because it would just be really annoying. So we're actually, on the raw ones, I don't feel the need to make the drone shots quite as cinematic. like I can keep in a little bit of the jitteriness that I would normally cut out in editing. So any turning of the drone, like anything like this, should always be cut out. Never include that stuff in a final edit when you, like, if you're getting into using drones. Including this stuff where you're adjusting the camera and lining it up is one way to tell, like, it just doesn't look nearly as good. Just once you have it in place, cut to that. So none of this will be included. There, maybe this can be. Oh, see, I'm trying to mess with the exposure here because they changed the exposure settings a little bit and I'm trying to figure it out. This is me frustrated at this point. There, here. Oh, no. Not ready yet. Okay, here. Maybe? Still lining it up. There, that's not so bad. Okay. It's being skippy now. It was playing perfectly earlier. Come on. There, okay. I thought I started going back sooner than that, but I guess not. There, that's where we'll skip to. That's not very long. I was really struggling a little bit on this flight because I really wasn't used to the changes they made in the app, which is so obvious when you watch this raw footage of the drone flight. Man, I like almost nothing from that first clip. I think I go back again here. I might just cut that part out. By the way, I'll check the chat in just a minute. We'll have a little talk about everything before I get off. Just gonna do the drone part first and then I'll check it. There we go. Okay, we're going. Yeah, we'll just cut straight to this one. Came back and did it again. Yeah, that looks so much better, so much smoother. I have 3 batteries on this drone, so it's totally cool to go and redo shots if I need to. Yeah, that is so much better. That's not even the whole place, by the way, guys. It's huge. It goes further up here. There's like a little waterfall and bridge area that you'll see later. There's 2 bridges. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Let's go around this way. So yeah, what I'm cutting out here is shakiness, adjusting of the camera. There can be a little bit of shakiness. Oh, stopping. That's one of the things that newer people don't think about as much is you don't want to show starting and stopping of movement. Just cut to where you're already moving. There's going to be a little bit of a jump cut, but I might reorganize that later. Jump cut means going from something 2 shots that look very close to each other back to back. It just feels weird when you switch between them. Like watch when it switches here because they're really similar. Yeah, it's not that bad actually. I've seen worse. That's really weird. The drone shots played perfectly smooth on the game driver, but on the studio driver now they're a little bit, they're causing a little bit of an issue. This shot was difficult as well. I was having trouble here because this drone doesn't automatically track, so I'm having to do it by hand. We'll definitely leave it in for the raw one for sure. We'll see if it makes it into the final edit. As long as I find something good to put over on the audio of this, I mean, it looks great. Okay, cut there. I don't know. We could have done more on the drone shots here, to be honest, but there, that's me stopping, so I'm going to cut the stopping out. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh yeah, let's get her going this way. We'll see which ones actually get used in the final version. See me keep starting and stopping? It was a struggle, man. Like to match her speed. And then you see me. Okay, let's check the chat. That looks good. Funny because the DJI FPV has sound. Yeah, they do, don't they? I just think about that. They totally do have sound. I never realized that, but they do. I'm actually not sure anyone with spaces of thought. I think people watch even streams like me of American retirees in the Philippines to prepare. I love to watch a 2-hour stream, no problem. No, me too. I love long videos. I love I don't know. Like I love those types of videos. I love podcasts, live streams. That stuff is fantastic. More and more people are into it nowadays, which is great. Why DaVinci over Premiere Pro? Dude, so many reasons. I've talked about this a lot of times. I like DaVinci's workflow a lot better, personally. Also, DaVinci is way lighter. Premiere Pro is so bloated nowadays. And the GPU acceleration of DaVinci is great once I can buy Studio. That's gonna be fantastic. I don't know, there's many reasons. And also for color grading, DaVinci is just, I mean, even people who use Premiere Pro, know that DaVinci is like one of the, if not the top of the game when it comes to color grading. So I don't know. I just really like it. It's really just personal preference, to be honest. Whatever you like and works for you. Or I love the unedited Kitboga, for example, more than the edited ones. That is the scammer dude. Oh, okay. Interesting. By the way, don't you edit with proxies? I do not edit with proxies. It makes a smooth butter all the time. Yes, it does. I edited with proxies on my laptop. The reason I upgraded the computer is so I don't have to do that anymore. I used to have to wait like 5 hours before I could start editing. I would rather have a little bit of skippiness, though I would make proxies and it would still be a little bit skippy. Because so I'm already used to it being like this. This is what it was like editing on the other computer with proxies. So I'm cool editing like this. This is actually smoother than that was, even though it's got some problems. I mean, 90% of the time it's smooth, right? I'm not waiting to make proxies anymore. I'm over it. I hate it. I don't want to do it. It sucks. Um, if not using DaVinci, what other easy editor do you recommend? None. DaVinci Resolve. I don't recommend another free editor. Like if you're gonna get into editing, if you want to try and see if you like it, DaVinci Resolve is where you need to start because it's free. Later on, if you decide you want to get deeper in, DaVinci Resolve is so deep that you can go really deep. And then if you feel like you need to go even deeper, which you probably won't need, but who knows, if you get very, very into video creation, you can buy the studio version eventually, which is a one-time payment, by the way. It's not a subscription that you pay every single month. It's a one-time payment. You got it, and it's done. I really like that. Like with Premiere, you have to keep paying every month, which is okay, but after a while, eventually, you will end up paying more than what you'll just pay for the one-time payment of DaVinci. But yeah, I cannot recommend something else because it's not hard. It's gonna be kind of hard to learn any editor. That's what you've got to understand because it's a different skill than what you've ever used before. So you should start with one that you can take really far if you end up liking it, or else you're just gonna have to learn another editor again. I think there was no problem with me switching to DaVinci from Premiere because I started with Movie Maker, then I went to some other like random small editor that allowed me to have multiple audio tracks. Then I went to Sony Vegas for years. Then I switched to Premiere Pro for years. Then I switched to DaVinci Resolve. So I've used most of the video editors other than the ones available on Mac because I don't have a Mac. And yeah, I absolutely love DaVinci. I recommend it for anyone starting out because it's free and you get so much. I'm on the free version right now if you don't know. And I've edited like all my videos on the free version. It's totally fine. DaVinci almost as good as editor and free, yeah. And the best grading software in the world. Yeah, if you're gonna get into color grading at all, DaVinci Resolve is the like industry standard, like the leader of color grading, which is incredible. Like a lot of people, even who don't edit in DaVinci Resolve, will still color grade in DaVinci Resolve and then just move it back to whatever they do edit in. So why not do it all in one place since it can do it all and it's very powerful? How long does it take to make proxies on the new computer? Not nearly as long, but it's still like an hour or so, which is an hour I could have just spent editing, so I'd rather not. How long do you think it will take for the Philippines to get back to relatively normal, similar to US? Looking like 1+ years at least. I really have no idea. I've got no insight on this, to be honest. I'm thinking just depends how long it takes for people to get vaccinated, right? So if more people get the vaccines quicker, then things can get back to normal little by little. Though I've heard rumors are talking about a travel bubble here in Boracay. So where they'll let like vaccinated people in just to Boracay and then you have to leave. You can't explore the rest of the Philippines. So maybe look out for that. That might be the answer. That is not confirmed yet. There's no news on that actually happening yet, but there has been talk. So keep your eyes peeled. And what's up, Low Alp? Low Alp, though, I'm so sorry, but I'm actually ending the stream. This is it. It's over. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Look out for that new video coming out tomorrow. And if you're a member, it's coming out later today, early for you guys, using the thumbnail that you guys helped me make. Hopefully it works. If that video bombs, then we're gonna have to talk, guys. I'll see you guys next week. We do this every Wednesday, Philippines time. I think it's still Tuesday in America. So Wednesday or Tuesday, we're doing a little editing stream. Just come hang out. It's just a couple hours long, nothing too serious. And if you do want to see it, and like if you want to be here but you're not going to be able to make it, or you want to see parts that you missed, like Low Alp, you just jumped in here. If you want to see what you missed, the link to the Discord is in the description now. I got that fixed. Let me make sure. I'm on my phone. Yes, it's there. You can go join the Discord, and I posted the unlisted version right after, so you can go and watch that. But thank you guys so much, and I guess this is the end. I'll see you guys next week. Dang, why are people coming in now? So many people are starting to come in. I'm sorry, guys. It's Tony, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tony. Oh, hey, Logan. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's awesome, man. But I'll see you guys around. I've really got to eat. This food is mocking me, guys. It's just staring at me, okay? I know some of you would want it for a, what is it? Mukbang? Mukbang live stream. Mukbang. Mukbang live stream. Maybe another time. Stream some games. I'm playing Nier Automata right now. Should I stream Nier?